Hi, this is David, or Dave, and welcome to my channel. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about a Western Digital MyBook World Edition White Light Single Bay NAS hard drive. This is this fellow right here. And what's so special about this NAS drive? Well, the case itself, and of course the hard drive that was inside, was bought in 2014. But when I came to certain information that you can upgrade the internal hard drive to at least 4 terabytes of capacity, but of course I had an extra spare 3 terabyte hard drive laying around, I decided to look into this on how I could upgrade the inner capacity. So I managed to achieve this. So this is the enclosure itself signifies a 1 terabyte model, even though inside is a 3 terabyte hard drive. The default installed hard drive was a Western Digital Green edition, model number WD10EARS, and I managed to fit inside a Red edition SATA 3 hard drive. Model number will be therefore WD30EFRX, and WD10EARS was a SATA 2 type of hard drive. So the enclosure itself, and of course the controller that is inside, and all the parts would therefore be WD10000H1NC-00 or H1NC 10000 in terms of model number. So this drive itself is a successor to the Blu-rays edition. It has some interesting features, but let's first grab it to show you a little bit how the case looks like. So as you can see, it's a very, very slick, glossy, shiny plastic. On the side you have the WD or Western Digital logo, and also on the other side right here and another interesting feature of this NAS drive is the LED strip, which is behind this transparent piece of plastic, which has two functions. One is drive activity and the second is capacity gauge. So we're talking about drive activity. The function is the following. So when you're accessing a file or series of files, the LEDs light up in a certain manner that you see white light going up and down, therefore ascending and descending, which would very much resemble of Knight Rider movie, well, series actually. And of course the capacity gauge has the function, so let's say when you have the hard drive is half full or half empty, depending on how you look at it, then the LEDs would light up in such a manner that only, let's say, the bottom LEDs to about half of this LED strip would be on, meaning that this part of the case would be illuminated and this one would remain as it is, and therefore of course indicating that the hard drive is half full. Alright, so this is this part. Now we're going to look at the bottom. Okay, let's turn it around. Okay, so you have these 4 rubber feet or legs, which serve as an additional shock absorber to prevent vibrations going exactly to the hard drive and therefore diminishing its lifetime. Maybe we can also see the model number. Okay, I think you can see it. It's very small text. Alright, so and also let's stay still. Right here you have this sort of a interesting slightly textured plastic which serves as venting. You have also this on the back, right here, and of course on the top, right here. Alright, so the function of this venting is to give the enclosure some sort of, you could say, passive cooling, because there is no fan inside the enclosure to cool the hard drive down, even though of course there are possibilities that you can mount one yourself, because in the second part of the video, when we'll be looking at the circuitry board, you will see that this is possible alongside another mod or hack, but we'll leave that for the second part of this video. Okay, so that is that. Okay, again we have to take it in our hands to show you the back side. Okay, so in the back we have the power button. With this, of course, naturally you turn on the NAS hard drive, but of course if you press it only once, the hard drive would go into standby mode, and this is also achieved through the graphic interface, so you can also program it to go into standby automatically after a certain period of time. Then of course you have the USB 2.0 port. With this is expansion, so this is a 3 terabyte upgrade or hack, if you want to call it. So if you were to attach another Western Digital, let's say 2 terabyte external hard drive to this NAS drive, then the program or the computer would detect this NAS drive as a 5 terabyte in terms of capacity. Then of course you have the usual Ethernet or network port, 1 gigabit I think, but of course you will never achieve the actual gigabit speed, but I'll talk about that in the second part of this video. And of course you have the reset button, or the hold for it, in order to reset the drive if necessary. Of course you need something like a paper clip or a ball tip kind of pen, or other things that are sharp and slim to fit inside. Then of course you have the DC in power input. That's right there. Alright, let's put the hard drive back right here. And then of course you have the Ethernet cable that comes with this. The usual one, nothing special about this. This cable is a little bit than 1 meter in length or something in that area. And then of course you have the power adapter. It has a EU plug, but of course this is detachable, and of course if you can also buy other type of plugs on the internet, like US or Australia probably also, I don't know. So this adapter therefore has a range of 100 to 240 volts AC with input amp about 1 amp, so it's a 10 watt to 210 watt to 24 watts in primary power, and the output is 12 volt DC, 3 amps, so about 36 watts of secondary power. Well, that's pretty much about it for this part of the video. So in the second part of the video, I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be disassembling this Enclosure hard drive, taking everything apart, and we're going to look at the circuitry board a little bit, discuss a little bit on that matter, and so you will be able to see that it actually houses a 3 terabyte hard drive, so this is not fake. And then in the third part of the video, because this is probably going to be a 3 or a 4-part video series, I'm going to be powering up this hard drive, attaching it to the router, or even, of course, probably before that to the computer itself, to see that it works, and telling you a little bit about the features. So for this part of this video, I'm done. Of course, like, share, comment, even subscribe, and we'll see you in the comment section if needed. Until then, this is Dave or David signing off.